Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alpha Pi Omega, Meiou Taxes 3.0 and Novgorod. So I let it run for a bit. We are very close to getting some of the colonies done, which will greatly help with our income. We're actually doing pretty badly on that, but if just 2 of these colonies are going to get finished, we're gonna get over 22 gold extra each month, and with the third one it's gonna go up by another 5, so then we're gonna be fine. It's a matter of months now. We had our first uprising happen in Selabe, so I'm gonna send my troops there to help. I think these are the Bashkirian, yeah, those are the Bashkirian separatists. Next come the Kipchak separatists. I'm really hoping that they are going to raise in Boki and not somewhere like Bersh or Nogai, because if they do, we're just screwed. There's not much I can do with that. I started another corps in Deshti Kipchak. This year we're gonna start Starodub and hopefully maybe even Borovsk. This is a long road that we have ahead of ourselves. Cool, I actually made it. Nice. So who's next? Siberian rebels. Okay, Korkina and Tara. So I think we can do that. You're gonna go to Korkina and you're gonna go to Tara. And we're gonna hope. Actually, you both can go to Korkina because we have a local fortification in Tara. So we're starting to deal with the whole rebel problem. The autonomy is not getting better, but mostly because these provinces that we do have a massive bonus to autonomy due to it not being a core, and a massive bonus due to separatism. But Karachev has actually dropped now, which is incredible. I guess that it really was just the connection problems here, so this will be good. Some of these have an increasing autonomy, so it's gonna go up then down as we core. Not much I can do with that other than to keep hold of it, but most of these have a potential to be at the edge of green or maybe slightly yellow, so that means somewhere between 30 and 50 autonomy, maybe even less. I hope that maybe even less. We discussed before that places like Silva and Sisola are starting to get better. Oh, which reminds me, you are still building that hard bridge. Okay, that's my personal project. It's taking forever, especially because there's very few people living here, but I want to see how that's gonna go. Hey! Speaking of which, we finished our first colony in Pomo. Good, so we got through the worst, and now we can see how our Siberia is doing. We actually have very small tariff efficiency. What's our relations with you? 84? Just 84? Okay, so I think we can improve that. And I'd like to start increasing the tariff efficiency because we are getting almost nothing from them. I mean, oh, second one, decent. And 4 more are coming very soon. Good. So that actually means that I can pull one of the colonists from there and maybe even send him now because we are doing so good. Well, that might have been premature, but I'm okay with that. I'll forget about it later on. Could I send you here? Maybe I could. Huh. Well, what I was trying to say is that I know that these are very poor. I don't think any of these are that good. Yeah, they're all very, very small provinces. Where's their capital? Yuki. And so they're basically not making any money. But we'll have to start sucking them up a bit if this is a worthwhile project. But first, let's increase their relations. We need them to be our friends before we start abusing them, basically. Oh hey, I got 62 administrative power. So Starodub, and I think next month, no, the other month, we're gonna be able to start coring Borovsk. So that's good. Well, only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces. I actually started one thing that I didn't tell you about. We are now building a bastion in the province of Matracha. I'd like to have that connected, and I'll probably build a bit of hard bridge here to connect it to Silvarsky Donets. For now, you know, that's the best way how to handle this. If we ever get into war with Turkish Empire, this is going to be the thing we're gonna go for. Oh, okay. I thought that was better. Okay, so one more month before we can go with Borovsk. And then we'll have to look into this in about a year, because we're gonna go into negative with administrative power. Cool. Well, of course they raised up in Nogai and Barsh. Of course they did. So what time would you arrive there? 16th of March. That is actually enough. How is Barsh doing? Unrest is non-existent, and here we have non-existent unrest as well. So I think we'll just have to bite the bullet and let them deal with this. This sucks so much. Well, what can you do? You know, we were very unlucky. So Barsh will be saved. Nogai will unfortunately get a bit of separatism, but I think we can deal with 5. Yeah, we can deal with 5. It's only going to affect the autonomy anyway. And where the hell are you guys retreating to? To Yaik. Okay. As mentioned, we cannot core more provinces now, so we need to wait. We're starting to get a decent amount of gold though. As I mentioned, 16. Yeah, more colonies will be finished very soon, so that is good. Okay, this arm has been eliminated, and we have no more massive unrest that we would need to deal with. The stability though is dropping due to the huge overextension. I'm gonna probably support the nobility by doing another celebration. I could yield concession to ancient liberties if I wanted to improve relations with them. Sorry, I clicked out of the window, so it might be a bit. That might be a. Let's do it. That's gonna give us 10 extra relations, and if we get another one, I might be able to start revoking their privileges. Okay, Silvarsky Donets has been converted for the second time, and it is now done. So we can now go with Silabe. That one has no problems. Okay, good. So we're extending eastwards. We're also converting Varsina Suomi. We ran one cycle, and there's still a massive Catholic minority. I'm not sure if it's gonna be done in one more cycle. We're gonna see in a couple of days. But that would mean Finland is done, and I can start continuing here in the Baltics. Let's look at the colonial situation here. We are actually doing really good. We got the New Siberia owning most of the coast of California, and even this little finger of a place. It's a nice. Oh wow! I forgot what this was called. Damn, brain fog. Well, it's basically a half island which is connected to your territory. So what I'm doing now is I'm just progressively going northwards. We got into the territory of colonial Alaska now. So this one, and I think also this one might be colonial Alaska, which will start us a second colonial nation. I always forget where it is. Yes, colonial and trade regions. Okay, so actually all of this is colonial Alaska. So these 3 provinces alone will be enough to start a colonial Alaska. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. So I have a colonist going here, and I don't think I can send another one somewhere. Or where did I send the other one? Wait, that's not a colonist. That's a missionary. Oh yeah, I keep one in Haukomelan, and one is going to Holikochuk. We're gonna have only 2 colonies now, actually 3 with this one, so it's going to be super cheap. As I mentioned, that's peanuts for us. Even if we have manpower maintenance at maximum, which I can lower now, even though we have another uprising coming. So once you get here, we're gonna see if there is another province on the coast. I'm kind of sad that we can see this one, but I am not sure there is a land connection there. So I need to send a ship to investigate with an actual fully tiered, what's it called? Not conquistador, explorer. So it's gonna take 225 days. Okay, never mind. I don't think California is in any danger of being somehow interceded from the side of Portugal, but we should check if all of this is actually okay. So this is still colonial. Okay, I'm gonna send you here to Sahaptin, because I'd like to unravel these provinces. There might be a colonial race going around here, behind the mountains, so to say. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 more provinces to core, and soon some will be done. I'm actually building a bastion here, so I won't be able to core this one anytime soon, but that's okay. We want the fort here before anything else, and it's gonna give us so little overextension that we are fine. It's also good that we're going from the most important provinces, because once we get Bryansk and Ryazan out of the way, that's gonna cut our overextension to half, and we will be actually able to probably increase our stability again. Now the nobles, can I? No. I can't do the grand celebration for some reason. That's a bit weird, but fine. I'll bite. So Siberian rebels. Wait. Kurgan and Tumen. Oh, this is not good. Korkina. Ishim. This is not good. We need to handle them. There's no way we can cover that. Okay, so what I'm doing here now, we finished Varsinosomi and we're working on Viruma, and this conversion of Silvarsky, was it Silvarsky Donetsk? Maybe it was Bersh, honestly, so we could go to places like Yaik. The separatism and intolerance there is super high. Yeah, we have no power over that territory, so let's just get rid of this little chunk. So now we're not even, coring that one, so I don't think it's. I can't. Okay, so Voronezh then. It is a bit of unrest. These do have a bit of unrest, so that's a bit. Which one is suggested as next? Lanema. Okay, so the game is suggesting that we go here. So let's go with Ravawa, our biggest city in the Baltics. And I will be able to get Chislau next. Which is good. You know, that is good. That is good. I think I can send you back to Novgorod. Lower this a bit. We're not in any immediate danger, I don't think. So anyway, it's about the colonial situation here and waiting for the coring. And this is really just red. But this is gonna go away very slowly. I might even want to invest in it a bit more. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's just corn Chislau and stay on the ready. Piltene we're gonna do this year, maybe even Latgoa, maybe we're gonna be done with this. That would be so awesome. It's 19th of August and we have already cored Ryazan and Vorotininsk, and other provinces are very close to being cored, namely Bryansk, Kursk and Novosil. So once those happen, our overextension is going to drop to sub 20, which is manageable. I think that, yeah, our stability will turn around and start increasing very soon. Now the good news is that places like Ryazan and Vorotininsk have absolutely no unrest, and now that they have a core, their autonomy is dropping insanely. So Ryazan is gonna drop to something like 46, and another 25 will be lost from separatism. So 46, that's 21. That is great. Vorotininsk for some reason still retains very high autonomy. I think that, yeah, it's the communications efficiency. I don't know what the hell is happening here. It has no hard bridge and very poor roads. So maybe because of Tarusa, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on with that territory. Anyway, things that we can do now. We can finish the quantity idea. National duty will give us national manpower modifier plus 15% and manpower recovery speed plus 20, which is awesome because our national modifier has, or national manpower modifier has increased from 67,000 to 80. As we are fielding 42,000 troops, that means we're gonna have about 38,000 manpower in reserve and 42 on the land. And it's gonna recover also faster. It was recovering by about 600 per month and now it's 760, so that is very, very good. We're also coring everything now with the exception of Matracha, which is okay because that's where we are building the bastion. And I can also take the new technology called the Quadrant, which is a level 33 diplomatic technology. In 1641, Pierre Vernier invented the Quadrant, a device that could calculate angles accurate to 1 minute of arc. This level of accuracy gave a line of position within a nautical mile of the navigator's actual position, making both travel and maps even more accurate than before. Naval force limit modifier increased by 5%. That's actually huge. Okay, but it didn't do anything to us. I'm building the two ships that we can get. One in Silvarsky Donetsk for the Black Sea Fleet, and one in Izhora for the Baltic Sea Fleet. Our land force limit has increased to 42, so we are doing good on that. And I will be able to harsh treat the Siberian rebels very soon. Yeah. In about a month, so we're gonna get rid of those as well. Oh, maybe we need to get rid of this overextension though. Come on. Yeah, okay, they're gonna go down very soon. Okay, we discovered 2 more provinces. There we go. So I think that I could get this one, couldn't I? Where's my colonists? Hey, and we improved the leader of the Second Republican Army in drilling. good. Yep, I can get it. I'm just going around the coast. These provinces can be taken later. And unfortunately we can't really go to Panalaik because we don't have Sahaptin yet. So it's gonna take a while. But generally speaking, we now have 4 colonies. We're gonna have 5. So that's the limit that I spoke about. It's gonna be like 10 gold in colonial maintenance every month. But I'm willing to pay that. That's what I'm okay with. The rest above that is actually really troublesome. But I think it's worth it. We could get more military leaders here if we wanted to for our armies, but I'm gonna burn a bit on the harsh treatment because we really need to get rid of this unrest. This is just ridiculously high. The separatism though is fairly low. It's the intolerance combined with separatism and I guess communication efficiency. Well, honestly, with all of these things finished, we might now be able to... Actually, you wait here, you go there. No, the other way around, like that. I was doing it correctly. Novosil has been cored. Okay, autonomy is still very high. And I think Yugra will never finish. Wait, was it Yugra? No, it's Upechora. It's still 24 for the hard bridge, so that is ridiculous. Let's try to fight them off, and we lost the expedition to California on sea. Okay, but good news is Veliki Novgorod now has capital rank 3, which should further lower autonomy because it just keeps dropping the communication efficiency everywhere. So now even Davisami has the autonomy dropping, which is cool. You know, we could get a port somewhere like Romsa if we wanted to, but I think it's okay. We don't really need these deep forests paying us, 2 peanuts instead of 1 peanut. It's not what we're after. Okay, and I have now the ability to claim one of the provinces of Teutonic Order. They did actually lose all of these provinces here, so this is their capital now, and we're gonna have to annex them. So fabricate a claim on them, on Vilex, and I'm gonna leave it to rise up a bit more because we're gonna want Venden as well. After which I'm gonna fortify these 2 provinces and hold them as a sort of a border with Lithuania. I have no intention of going deeper in this territory. I do want the entirety of Crimea, and we might think about getting a bit of Kiev, but other than that, this and then eastwards. So actually eastwards and then this. So that's all for this episode. Let's just end by checking if our lowered overextension, which is now 15%, which is manageable, is yes, stability is increasing now. Perfect. So this is really good. When you overextend, you start losing stability, which increases your unrest, which is huge for us right now. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it doesn't seem so, but all these southern provinces are really against us. So when you do that, it increases your instability and you have a problem. And some of these are actually going to hurt deeply. But good to know that Ryazan, Bronsk, Borovsk and all these provinces are going to get better. Why Bryansk has still the increased... Yeah, this has to be a bug. This just has to be a bug. I don't know what's up with this, but why this territory is so badly connected, there has to be a bug. We'll see how the game is going to recalculate this in the future once we are finished with the recording, but I don't like that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode with more Novgorod growing stronger by the day.